Because of this, they will sometimes sit on top of each other in a behavior called stacking. And these stacks can sometimes reach about 4 to 7 birds tall. But it looks like he is out of here. That was our male Harris Hawk Maverick, everybody. Let me tell you guys, it's actually a very good thing that we started flying those Harris Hawks in the theater, because we used to have the worst pest problem here, like rats and mice and pigeons. But those rats were actually the worst. They were constantly popping up out of nowhere and interrupting my show. It was like a huge problem, but thankfully, ever since we started flying those hawks, it just scared all the rats away. That problem's behind us. There's no rats anywhere. Yeah, I hear you. It's behind us. That's where the problem is. So, you know what? I think our hawks did a really great job. So I
wish the hawk would come down and eat
another
one.
big round of applause for doing such a great job getting rid of all of those rats. Yeah, I think maybe you guys have gotten joke number 2. Those are actually our trained rats. That was Maverick, our Harris Hawk, and our trained rats, everybody.
How do you train a rat?
I think you guys are ready to meet something a little bit more exciting than some rats or a pigeon. So what do you say we travel across the pond to meet a big cat that you can find in the savanna grasses of Africa? I can say this next animal coming out is kind of like the main event here at Wild Flight. He's our pride and joy. I'm not lying to you. He's also the largest and heaviest animal in our Wild Flight show team, weighing in at a whopping 30 pounds. Are you guys expecting a lion? I have no idea what gave you that impression. This is Kimani, our African serval, and servals are actually way cooler than lions because they catch what they hunt. Now a serval like Kimani here will usually catch around 50% of the prey they go after. With that larger predator, the lion's only going to take down about 10%. This is because servals are incredibly well adapted in their role as rodent predators. And one of their most important adaptations is actually going to be those big satellite dish ears on top of his head. While those aren't just for looks, they will actually help him to listen and pinpoint his prey, both above ground and below ground. If his prey is below ground, he can simply reach one of his long legs deep into a burrow and pull a mouse right out of its own home. But if his prey is above ground, he can also use those long legs to jump up to 10 feet horizontally in an aerial assault on that prey. Now, there are also opportunistic predators, which means while they prefer to go after rodents, they also won't pass up the opportunity for an easy meal. And if they happen to flush something like, say, a bird out of the bushes, they can also jump up to 10 feet vertically from a standstill to bat that bird right out of the sky, as Kimani may demonstrate for us. There it goes. Good job, Kimani. If their prey runs away from them, that is also not going to be a problem because they can reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour in pursuit of their prey. So not quite as fast as their larger relative, the cheetah, but still pretty speedy. In addition to some amazing offensive abilities, servals also have some pretty incredible defense. You might notice that Kimani has both stripes and spots, a feature that is unique to the serval since most cats only have one or the other instead of having both. And speaking of stripes, as you got last looks at Kimani, you might notice he has some white stripes on the backs of his ears. Now, these might kind of remind you of eyes, and in fact these are what we call his false eyes. The purpose behind these is that if a larger predator was stalking a serval, they would see those big eyes and think an even bigger, scarier cat was staring right back at them, making them think twice before making a serval a meal. But it looks like he is out of here. That was our African serval, Kimani, everybody. We're going to travel once again a little bit closer to home, this time down to South America. Just like Kimani's ears are an incredible form of natural protection, this next species coming out is sometimes used as a form of natural protection. Coming out now is a bird species called the red-legged sariema. And they can be found in the grasslands of South America, but we might be more likely to see them on South American farms, where they're often kept as protection in chicken coops. So let me set the scene for you all. I want you to imagine yourselves as South American chicken farmers. We're going to be watching over our beautiful flock of chickens one day. Hello, ladies. When suddenly, out of nowhere, a giant snake appears. Run for it, Echo, run. Oh, farmers, the chickens are so terrified of this giant plastic snake. How about you? We're so scared. What are we going to do? I know, we'll call Nacho, the red-legged sariema, to save us. There you are, Nacho. That snake was chasing all your chicken friends. What are you going to do about it? We're going to slam on a rock. Excellent work. I like this idea. This right here is a natural behavior for the red-legged sariema. Where are you going, Nacho? Taking clean up after the serval. That is a natural behavior for the red-legged Seriema. You didn't have to teach her this, she just knew it. They will find something like a snake or a lizard in their native habitat, and then they're going to slam it on a hard surface just like that rock right there. What this does is break up the bones and the spine in that animal to make it easier for the Seriema to digest. They are quite the effective natural meat tenderizer. While this species of bird is perfectly capable of flying, they actually prefer to run after their prey, reaching speeds of about 15 to 20 miles per hour, which is pretty fast for a bird that can still fly. And that's just, of course, because you don't find very many snakes in the sky. Thank goodness, am I right? But Nacho, speaking of snakes, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for that one right there. Ooh, wow, yeah. I really think he learned his lesson. So how about you eat your snack, and then we're going to send you on home, and I'm going to rescue the plastic snake from you. That's Nacho, everybody, and her smashing demonstration.
That's pretty cool.
That's funny.
For our next segment, I'm actually going to need a little bit of help from a brave adult victim with a camera phone. I didn't say victim, I said volunteer. You actually look like you want to do it. Do you want to come on down? All right, bring your camera with you. Very, very important. So first things first, when you make your way down here, I have one very easy question for you, and that is, what is your name? That's okay. Take your time. Be safe. What's your name? Nikki. Follow me this way. The first thing I need you to do is very easy. All I need you to do is sit right here on this conveniently placed wooden bench facing this way. There you go. Now, this segment is called Photo Hawk. So what is going to happen is we're going to bring out the hawk that we met at the beginning of the show. He's going to fly all the way over there to where you see Jessa. Do you want to wave to Jessa for me? Yeah, goodbye, Jessa. Then he's going to turn around and come back this way. So this is where you and your camera phone come in. You're going to want to get that camera up and focused right about here. Okay, you ready? Because this is going to be the bird's flight path, and your job is to get a photo right before the impact. She's unfazed. I'm joking. We can't actually throw a hawk in your face. That would be rude. It's like a lot of paperwork. I don't feel like doing that. So he's going to land on this post right behind you. But it does happen very quickly. So you want to make sure you keep your eyes on Jessa. Never take your eyes off Jessa, but don't you worry. Our birds are professionals. They never miss their targets. All right, I think we're ready. Let's get Maverick out here. All right, there he is. Headed over that way. He's going to turn around and come back this way. So get ready any second now. Ah! Oh, wow. You never get that close. I have no idea what happened. Did you get a photo? She maybe got a photo. Audience, you look beautiful. Well, Maverick's going to head on home, and you can take your seat. There's a big round of applause for our incredibly brave volunteer, Nikki. Many people aren't aware of this, but native species of birds, just like the Harris hawk, are actually very well protected here in the United States. We have to have both state and federal permits just to be able to house our birds of prey and shorebirds here at the aquarium. And without these permits, you could be fined thousands of dollars just for having one single feather. There are many species of birds that are not this well protected by law. Many exotic species like parrots are being ripped from their rainforest homes to be sold into the illegal exotic pet trade. So that's why here at Wildfly, we recommend if you're thinking about adding a parrot to your family, make sure that you do your research and find a reputable breeder. Be sure that you can provide for all of their needs, or even better, if you don't want to have to deal with all the noise and the mess of owning your own parrot, you can always just come to a facility like ours and meet our parrots, just like this big guy right here. This here is Zeppo, our green-winged macaw, and we should be very polite. Okay, why don't you greet your audience and tell them hi. Hi! So nice of you. Macaws like Zeppo are known for a couple of different things, one of those being their bright, beautiful colors. Do you want to turn around the circle, show this off for everybody? Yeah, but we turn this way, we can show everybody where you got the name the green-winged macaw. Yeah, scientists aren't always very creative when naming animals. The other thing they are, of course, known for is their ability to mimic. Zeppo here is very smart, can mimic all kinds of different things, like maybe his favorite squeaky toy, all the way up to human speech. But we can say longer and more complicated things like this he hears all the time. Zeppo, I love you. I love you. Oh, he's so sweet, right? No, Zeppo's actually a huge prankster. He's constantly pulling tricks on us. Zeppo, do you think you're pretty funny? Okay, we don't always think so. For instance, to make us worry, Zeppo might pretend like he's got some allergies. Oh, that was quite a sneeze.
If that doesn't work, he might pretend like he's feeling a little bit sick. Coughing, sneezing. You must just feel awful. Well, how about this? I have some sweet potato in my pouch. Would that make you feel better? No. How about some bed rest? Would that work? No. How about this one? I have a peanut in my pouch. Does that sound good? Yeah, I see what we're doing here, Zeppo. Well, at least one thing is for certain. With Zeppo, we're always having a ton of fun. Zeppo, I am looking at your audience here today, and I think you should tell us what you think about them. Zeppo, we're at work, buddy. How about this one? What do you think of yourself? Louder the second time. Well, he's not wrong. I am sensing a trend here, so how about this one? How about me, your trainer? Am I pretty cute? No. Wow, rude. You should make it up to me, okay? Why don't you give me a great big kiss? Now, in addition to being this very entertaining bird, Zeppo here also really likes to help educate, especially about our Texas State Aquarium Wildlife Rescue Program. Now, this program has helped out not only hundreds of shorebirds and raptors every single year, but the thing about this program is it's solely funded by donations from the public, and sometimes parents of the community also like to help out. Good work, Zeppo. I think your audience deserves to be thanked for coming today, so how about you give them a great big kiss? All right, how about you give them a great big wave goodbye? And that's Zeppo.
He put his little, he put his little hand up.
We would like to thank you all so much for coming today. We hope that you've enjoyed the show, and as you make your way out of the theater, please feel free to stop by the edge of the stage and talk to the trainers, myself, Sean, or AJ, get a closer look at Zeppo here, or maybe even make that donation to our wildlife rescue program. But most importantly, have a great rest of your day here at the Texas State Aquarium. Bye, everybody.
I want to go with Zeppo. I want to go with Zeppo.